At 5, wildfires continue to scorch thousands of acres in California, forcing thousands to leave their homes for safety. And a woman is working to help out an area shelter with covering the cost of animal care. Meteorologist Caroline Brown has your workweek forecast, and TJ Eckert has the latest on the Roughnecks. Tulsa's Channel 8 at 5 is coming up next, so we hope you'll join us.
This is KTUL, Tulsa's Channel 8 News at 5.
Right now, blue skies here in the Tulsa Metro. This morning, a very different picture, though, as storms roll through our area. And we could see more storms tonight. Let's go right to meteorologist Caroline Brown with a look at your first forecast. Caroline?
Yes, we did see severe storms this morning. Now those have all cleared out, allowing us to warm up into the upper 90s. We even hit 90 degrees here in Tulsa today, but nothing currently on the radar. We are anticipating storms to approach Green Country late tonight into tomorrow morning. 2:30 beginning to affect Osage County, 5 a.m. affecting Tulsa, and continuing throughout the morning. This is 6:30, still affecting Sallisaw. Now these storms do have the potential of being severe. Damaging wind is going to be our main threat, but there is still a low tornado threat and a hail threat. I'll time out the storms and let you know everything you need to know coming up in a couple of minutes.
Thank you, Caroline. And now to those deadly wildfires out west. There are now 61 uncontained wildfires across 15 states. The worst, the Carr Fire in Northern California, growing and claiming more lives, including a grandmother and 2 young children. ABC's Alex Stone is in Northern California with the latest.
As these fires continue their unrelenting roar across California.
I've never seen it like this before. It's just, here we go again.
A state of emergency is in effect in multiple counties. Here in Redding, residents are told to, quote, get out with your life.
You cannot predict where this fire's going next.
In Northern California, the Carr Fire has already torched over 80,000 acres, taking down at least 500 structures and putting almost 5,000 more at risk. Thousands of firefighters are working around the clock, but the fire keeps growing, forcing more mandatory evacuations.
It was really close. I don't know if my house is there.
Some families losing everything. At Mercy Medical Center, Dr. Ed Zawada learned his home was destroyed and came right back to work.
We lost stuff. Well, it's not so much, we still have our health, and other people here don't.
These 3 firefighters at the end of an exhausting 60-hour shift decided to go shopping, stocking their truck with toys.
Kids started coming back to their homes, and it was all burnt, and so we gave them some stickers, but we didn't have any like teddy bears and stuff.
Another spotting this golden retriever on the top of a car, her fur singed and paws badly burned. He carries her to the fire engine, later reuniting her with her family. And just to show you the complete devastation in these neighborhoods, home after home gone like this one. A newer model truck right here, tires completely melted, the inside gone, the home next to it, nothing recognizable, except maybe the water heater. What might have been a gun locker or refrigerator back there. Alex Stone, ABC News, outside of Redding, California.
Tulsa police are looking for a man and his girlfriend after they found another man shot to death. It happened at the Town Square Apartments near Apache and Peoria. Police say they found 25-year-old Andre Bird dead from a gunshot wound to his head. Investigators say Bird had been with Ricky Sear before he died, and officers say Sear and his girlfriend, Denise Harris, were seen leaving their apartment with their young son. Both Sear and Harris are wanted for questioning, and police say both already have previous misdemeanor warrants. Police want both of them and to be sure that the child involved is safe. Tulsa police are also investigating a fatal crash that killed a pedestrian in South Tulsa early this morning. It happened near the River Spirit Casino on 81st. The driver of an SUV said she saw a person lying in the street. She tried to swerve but could not and still hit the person. That incident shut down 81st in that area for about 3 hours. While investigators combed the crash site, the driver went to the hospital because she was shaken up, but later was sent home. She took a blood test even though there was no suspicion that she might have been intoxicated. Family and friends spent their Sunday morning remembering their loved one killed in a shooting inside a California Trader Joe's. Melita Corrado was working as an assistant manager at the store when Gene Atkins ran inside. A shootout between him and police quickly followed. Corrado was hit by one of the officer's bullets. Today, her loved ones gathered to celebrate her life.
She was so full of life. And she was so happy and she held me. She helped me see how to live life and always be who you are and never be sorry for it.
A memorial was set up outside the grocery store in her memory. Now to the latest out of Washington. This morning, Oklahoma Senator James Lankford talking about the Russians and election meddling.
It is a big issue for us. It's a big issue for the president and for the presidency. But we should make sure that we stay on focus, that the Russians are clearly our threat here.
As the investigation into that meddling continues, the president's attorney, Rudy Giuliani, saying they've made an offer to speak to the special counsel's team. Meanwhile, his legal team also cutting ties with his former personal attorney, Michael Cohen. ABC's Tara Palmieri takes a look at those latest developments and more.
The president's legal team on the offensive today. Lawyers for the president announcing they're severing ties with his longtime personal lawyer, Michael Cohen. His team telling CBS's Face the Nation they believe Cohen violated attorney-client privilege.
To my surprise, he turns out to be almost an instinctual liar. So there's no way this guy's credibility is going to withstand 4 or 5 witnesses saying the exact opposite.
The news as the president released a string of tweets this morning, including one that stated, "I would be willing to shut down government if the Democrats do not give us the votes for border security, which includes the wall." Moments later, speaking with ABC's Martha Raddatz, his own party appearing to agree and disagree.
Well, I don't think we're going to shut down the government. I think we're going to make sure we keep the government open, but we're going to get better policies on immigration.
His Democratic counterpart fighting back.
Democrats are standing strong when it comes to a comprehensive immigration reform conversation with the American people that is fair, that is tough, and that will be good for America.
The immigration debate heating up as we enter the final push before the midterm elections, with the president saying he will do whatever it takes to push a Republican victory.
I am going to work very hard. I'll go 6 or 7 days a week when we're 60 days out. And I will be campaigning for all of these great people that do have a difficult race.
Tara Palmieri, ABC News, Berkeley Heights, New Jersey.
Check it out. Glenpool Animal Control currently has 2 employees covering a large area in between Jinx, Bixby, and even Sapulpa. But the bigger challenge is figuring out how to fund the shelter once animals are brought in. Channel 8's Lauren Partain spoke with one woman trying to raise money to help out.
Kim, the city of Glenpool tells me it costs about $1,500 a month to run their animal shelter, not including the cost of food donated, which would make their expenses much higher. And with an average of 27 animals coming in every month, one woman is trying to help out in a very big way.
Aren't you pretty?
Sammy Goatplane loves her 2 pups, Zoe and Jackie.
They are both shelter dogs.
Which is a reason why working with the Glenpool Animal Shelter is so close to her heart.
Our animal control officers work tirelessly. They work tirelessly. They're always finding homes for these animals. And of course, it's in every town, but they fall short. So, us, the citizens, wanted to step up and try to give back.
She's putting on a sale.
We're taking any and everything
to raise money for the shelter.
There's so many costs. It just goes on and on.
Many, Goatplane learned, people don't think about.
She said we still have vet bills. We still have a lot of behind-the-scenes costs that nobody sees. Vaccinations, food.
She just started collecting items this weekend.
Clothes, shoes, furniture, tools.
But hopes to fill the storage unit before their big sale next month.
This just gives everybody an opportunity to give back or to help. All proceeds, 100% of the proceeds, will go to the shelter.
The sale is on August 25th and 26th in downtown Glenpool. You'll also have an opportunity to adopt animals from the shelter and drop off food and other supplies. Kim?
Thank you, Lauren. A Community Pools lifeguard is making some major waves, all because of his age. Find out why he's still working to protect kids at 85 years old. And ladies, it is National Lipstick Day, where you can get a new free lipstick before the day is over.
It's nice out there right now, but we have another chance for severe storms overnight tonight. I'll have your complete forecast coming up in a couple of minutes.
A lifeguard is taking the term experienced to a whole new level and proving that age ain't nothing but a number. Jake Peterson talked with him while he was on duty at his Florida community pool.
At first, you wonder.
85 and lifeguard, like, can he really do that?
But after you watch Richard Steinfurst in action, you realize he's the real deal. He's 4 times older than most of the lifeguards in Bradenton.
I turned 85 about 3 weeks ago. I'm feeling wonderful. I swim every day between 500 and 1,000 yards.
Steinfurst's love of the water started in the 50s. He's taught thousands how to swim.
I like teaching children. I think it's very important for children to learn how to swim.
And he's saved dozens of lives.
I've made 2 or 3 rescues every summer.
Richard used to patrol the beaches, but now he's at the community pool because he says it's much more his speed. He says the basics of lifeguarding are the same anywhere.
It's the anticipation. It's the eyes, really, and watching the children all the time.
And he doesn't plan to hang up his whistle just yet.
Until they'll have me probably here. I could probably get in 2 or 3 more years if I try.
He's going to live till he's 100 and probably more. He makes us smile every single day.
And despite his age, Steinfurst says he can still outswim some of his far younger co-workers. And trending tonight, it is National Lipstick Day. In case you didn't know. And to celebrate, one of the world's largest cosmetic brands is giving away select lipsticks. MAC Cosmetics is offering a handful of different colors, from nudes to berries and a red. Normally these lipsticks cost nearly $20, but they're only offering them while supplies last, and I'm sure I missed it.
Now, from the Oklahoma Ford Storm Center, your first warning forecast.
Good evening. Puffy skies over the metro right now. Now, we have been able to warm up throughout the day because that rain tapered off by lunchtime. Currently, it's 89 degrees. Our humidity is at 50%, so hair is probably looking decent today. Our temperatures across the rest of northeast Oklahoma, most of us are in the 80s, 90 in Pawhuska, so a little bit of a warm start to our evening, but we are going to be cooling down into the 70s after midnight. Now, after midnight is also when our rain chances are going to start. So let's take a look at our next weather maker. We are anticipating storms to make their way through green country. Currently, they are still in Nebraska and Colorado, but give it time, they're on their way. Let's time out the storms. 3 a.m. they're starting to affect Osage County, getting close to Bartlesville. This is 4 a.m. we finally start to see some showers here in Tulsa and Bartlesville down through Oklahoma City. 5:30 a.m. Muskogee, Eufaula, Okmulgee, Okemah, all getting hit by these thunderstorms. Still affecting the metro at 7 a.m. So maybe when you get up for your commute to work, it's going to be a rainy one. Sallisaw. Now those are going to be exiting green country throughout the morning. Now keep in mind, these do have the chance of being severe. We have a slight risk for some of us. Others are only a marginal risk, but these risks are very serious. Now, we have a very low tornado potential in our western counties, but that is a tornado potential, so something to keep in mind. We also have the chance of seeing 1-inch hail, a 5% chance within a 25-mile radius of any point in the brown shaded area. Now, our largest threat is going to be damaging wind. The yellow is a slightly larger chance, and this is going to be a wind gust up to 60 miles per hour. So you're definitely going to want to put your cars inside and stay in an interior room during these storms. Now, we also do have a chance for flooding. This is how much rainfall we've seen since midnight. When you top it off with the rainfall we're expecting through Monday, most of us can expect to get around 1 inch. Our southern counties over 1.5 inches. We could see some localized street flooding. But for your back to work forecast on Monday, we're going to start off very stormy, but in the 60s. Those rain chances are going to persist throughout the day. We are forecasting pop-up showers, so I'm recommending to pack a raincoat. You don't want to be carrying around a metal stick, meaning an umbrella, when there's so much lightning out there. Now, we're only going to be warming up into the lower 80s, but we're still going to have that 30% chance in the afternoon due to those pop-up showers. Now, check this out. Wednesday is August. We're going to be in the 80s, and all of our rain chances are going to get out of our way starting on Tuesday. So it's really going to be a nice start to our week after tomorrow.
That's okay. I mean, we're dealing with it. The rain I was telling you this morning, it really kept me awake. But I want to talk to you about lipstick. My favorite color is MAC's Ruby Rude. Do you have a favorite?
I like more of like a more less bright red. Sorry.
Well, I'm good with your purple. All right.
The Tulsa's Channel 8 Sports Desk, powered by your Oklahoma Ford dealers.
I'm glad I wasn't asked what my favorite lipstick color was. I don't have one. I wear a chapstick. That's about all I got. Okay. Tulsa and the state of Oklahoma, for that matter, is largely considered a football town and state. But since the World Cup, it kind of feels like football with a U. The Tulsa Roughnecks, Fortuna Tulsa, the Athletic, all sorts of soccer teams in Green Country have taken over in T-Town. A nice crowd was on hand last night for TRFC, and they were treated to a thriller. A ton of early chances from the home team finally paid off. In the 90th minute, Isaac Diaz netted his first goal in a Roughneck uniform to force a 1-1 draw with Fresno. That's now 3 draws and a win for head coach Michael Encian, along with just 1 loss on his record. The Roughnecks' next game is at home on August 8th. The Drillers wrapping up a road series with the Arkansas Travelers tonight. First pitch set for 6:10 in Little Rock. Tulsa fell last night to the Travs 2-1, but have a chance to win the series this evening. Former BK Comet and OSU Cowboy Donnie Walton is hitting .300 through the first 3 games of this series. The boys will be back in Drillville on Thursday night. To the big leagues, and history nearly made in the ATL today. Braves pitcher Sean Newcomb dealing against the Dodgers. This strikeout of Yasiel Puig keeps a no-hitter intact going into the 9th inning, but with 2 outs and 2 strikes, Chris Taylor, the former Driller, ruining the dream ending for the Braves fans. So close to the first no-no in nearly 25 years for the organization. Still a really good start for him. Stick around, because coming up, we'll preview a cute little story on some youngsters at a Tulsa football camp. Stay with us. So the final round of the RBC Canadian Open delayed for a couple hours. These highlights are from yesterday. The guys are back out on the course, though. Former Oklahoma State Cowboy Kevin Tway at the top of the leaderboard for most of the first 3 rounds. Struggled early, but trying to battle back. He's tied for 10th, 6 shots behind. And former Sooner Abe Ancer charging up the board. He's 3 back of leader Dustin Johnson. And coming up tonight in sports, one of my favorite stories I've done this summer, with so much talk of parents taking their kids out of football due to safety concerns. It was great seeing so many youngsters out at the Hurricane football camp earlier this week. Players and coaches all worked with the campers on technique, fundamentals, and maybe most importantly, life lessons.
This game can teach you so much. I don't think there's another game that teaches you hard work, dedication, discipline, teamwork, because in this game, not one guy can do it. This is a teamwork game, and you learn a lot of those aspects in this.
So true. I had a coach tell me that football is a microcosm for life, and he is absolutely right. That full story will be coming up tonight in Sports, Kim. I'm excited about that one.
All right, and you have a new announcement for all of us.
I do,
right?
Yes. I'm so glad you brought that up. Yes, we added a new furry family member to my house yesterday. Check out these pictures. Oh my goodness gracious, look at him. We're going to hear all about him coming up here in a couple minutes. Okay, so if you follow me on Facebook or Twitter, I apologize for this picture storm, but I'm so obsessed. That's my girlfriend Madison right there. We just adopted a new puppy from PetSmart yesterday. I asked you all on social media for name ideas, and we decided to go with Baker, like Baker Mayfield. Duh, I'm a sports guy. We already have Thunder, the little white Maltese you see pictured there. There's my sister as well. Now we add Baker to the family. We were told he is a Shepherd Lab mix, but if anybody else knows what kind of dog he is, please let me know. We think Shepherd and Lab sounds about right, but look how cute he is. He's adorable. Love him so much.
How big is he going to get?
I don't know. I think the mom was 60, 65 pounds or something like that.
So cute. Hey, if you want to have your dog photoed here, send your photos to burris.com/KTUL, and you might just see it on air. We have a chance for severe weather after midnight tonight.
All right, thanks for joining us tonight. Our coverage continues online at KTUL.com. We'll see you back here tonight at 10. Have a good night, everybody.